It's time, everyone. We are back for the Magnificent 4 Cup Season 20 hosted by Comtours, and today I am your host, Cray SW. Basically just a rundown on this tournament in case you guys missed out on the previous Magnificent 4 Cups. So basically the participants for this cup itself are chosen based on their highest World Arena rank at the end of RTA Season 20. And it is a separate tournament organized exclusively for the Malaysians, Filipinos, and Singaporeans players who follow the official Summonerswar fan page in Southeast Asia. So, can't wait to see the battles. We do have 4 really strong players today. And yeah, basically, I think the 4 players are Jin-Yao. And there'll be actually 3 coconuts, but 1 coconut without the H, that one is Ryan from Boss. And then on the other hand, yeah, so basically Jin-Yao will be fighting against Ryan. And on the bottom side, coconut, the first one is actually YS. So he's up against our, basically his guildmate as well, another coconut, which is the real one actually. So she's the girl, Jiamin, alright? For the competition rules, all matches will be a best of 5 with the SWC ruling, which means that there will be a pre-ban at the beginning of the draft. So very interesting stuff. And also, there will be a coupon code at the end of the stream, guys. So please make sure to stay tuned all the way up till the end. And also, before we start off with the matches, I'll be releasing a minigame event where you just need to answer the question correctly and type in your details in the form which is provided in the pinned comment section, alright? So, without further ado, who is the champion of Magnificent 4 Cup Season 19? Is it A. Anel, B. Jin-Yao, C. Mochi, or D. Ara Mami? Once again, who is the champion of the Magnificent 4 Cup Season 19? I'm just gonna leave it here, and please make sure to answer it and also type in your details, because if you get it correctly, you'll be receiving 100 energies, 100,000 mana stones, and 1 mystical scroll. However, if you get it wrong, you will still get 100 energies and 100,000 manas. Alright? So please make sure to fill in this by today. Yeah, and you'll be receiving your rewards as long as you answer it correctly or wrongly. Alright. Just gonna leave it here while we talk about the prize for the winners of this tournament, alright? So the winner for the Magnificent 4 Cup Season 20, they'll be receiving the Champion Trophy, also along together with a Laura figurine and including 500 crystals. So all to play for. The Laura figurine looks really good, and of course there's a physical trophy right now for the Magnificent 4 Cup, and the winner will get their name engraved on the cup itself. So really interesting stuff. 300 crystals will be awarded to the runner-up as well, and for the other 2 participants, they will get 100 crystals each, alright? So I'll be releasing the answer right now. Once again, who is the champion of Magnificent 4 Cup Season 19? Is it A. Anel, B. Jin-Yao, C. Mochi, or D. Ara Mami? I hope you guys get it correctly. Alright, so it is actually C. Alright, Mochi is the right answer. So congratulations to those of you who got it right. And now we'll be just waiting for the players to get ready, and we can start off with the first semi-final match, which will be Jin-Yao up against Ryan. Alright, I believe both of them are from the same guild, Boss and Boss. On the other hand, it's gonna be Goat versus Goat, alright, in terms of the players' guilds. And it's gonna be pretty interesting to see who actually comes out on top of this one. We do know Jin-Yao, he has a pretty good monster box, however kinda limited in terms of LD units, so we need to see how well he actually fares against Ryan, right? Yeah, I think only Jin-Yao has a Julian, if I'm not wrong, the Light Vampire. So I want to see whether he can utilize his monsters really well. And also, yeah, he's one of the best players, I'd say, in terms of normal elemental net fires. He's really good in his drafting, so all depends on Ryan. He needs to ban off the correct unit at the start of the draft. I think that one is very important. Yeah, without further ado, we'll be starting the first match for today. Coconut without the H, which is Ryan, and on the right side we do see Jin Yao. So both of them G3 players. Yeah, everybody here will be G3 because for this tournament itself, it's gonna be the top 4 players that applied for this. So Ciara and Oliver will be banned out. Of course, Oliver is gonna be a very strong unit to have. I'd say he's a really good counter towards people that relies heavily on their LD S tier units. And now we're seeing Nana first pick on Ryan's side, and Jin Yao always opting for this Sagmat. So very interesting stuff. His Sagmat is super fast, and I like to see it together with the Riley as well, providing heals for the team. On Ryan's side, he's just going for his Gianna. So AoE strips and stuns together with the Wusa as well, providing the support. Pretty good 3 turns immunity and shields. Pretty decent damage on the second skill as well. So Jin Yao favoring slightly towards the second turn right now. We are seeing him going very heavily with this Juno and Abilio. Pretty good sustains all around. Yeah, Juno got self-sustained if the opponent lands like some bombs and stuff like that, especially with Gianna in play. So a Neville. Oh, very heavy water team coming out from Ryan. We don't really see Teor too often as well. And with the Etna pick, I think Etna most likely will be the force ban. Yeah, there we go. So Etna and Nana will be banned out from this fight. It all depends whether Teor can one-shot something. Something like a Gianna strip stun into Annabelle, placing the armor break. Teor doing good damage. We'll see about this. Both sides choosing the HP leader. Of course, on Ryan's side, it's only the 50% HP for water units, which is also really good together with the Wusa. So Wusa's second skill will do more damage. Sagmat will be able to reset the Gianna, actually landing it very nice. So will Wusa actually go for the shield? He's thinking really hard because Juno will be moving. Yeah, he doesn't really want to do it just yet. A very nice stun onto the Gianna as well. So placing immunity, Annabelle can't really do anything for this turn. Will he just go for the Squall? Oh, pretty decent damage. 12k without any armor break. And also getting this additional turn as well. So Juno really low on health. However, Abilio will be able to heal up a little bit. Don't forget, Riley is one of the best units to have in terms of support. So Juno will kind of be like top back up to full life. Oh, this Abilio nuke will be pretty big. Will he go for the Teor though? Actually goes for the Teor. Really low on health. Annabelle, I don't think Annabelle can actually sustain. Because with this strip, if Juno gets the Despair stun, imagine. Okay, Annabelle is able to heal up. Thankfully, no Despair stun onto the Annabelle. So Jenna will place the bomb onto the Sagmat. Continue working with the normal damage onto the Juno. Yeah, Juno I think is the main threat because of the AoE strip, which Wusa don't really like. So Crash to push back the attack bar. Getting the additional turn again. Very nice. Oh, nice proc. So another round of heals coming out for the Teor. And now, there's so many debuffs on Jin Yao's side. Is he able to cleanse everything? Pretty decent stun onto the Teor as well. So Gianna just opting for the stun. But if this Juno moves, it's gonna heal up the team for quite a bit. Because there's 3 debuffs on the Juno already. And she'll be cleansing everything. Another additional turn! This Squall! Wow! I think that was a little bit unlucky on Jin Yao's side. Because if Teo didn't get the additional turn, then Juno will be able to actually heal up the team. And now it's just 2v4. Everything looking pretty healthy on Ryan's side as well. Another round of shield that Jin Yao can't really do anything because of all the units that he already lost, which is the main strippers, the Sekhmet and the Juno. Of course, I'd say Sekhmet and Juno isn't really that good against Ryan's lineup, considering he went very heavy water, so his draft was actually on point. Alright, so Jin Yao no choice but to go for the heal, but with that bomb onto the Abilio's head though. And there will be another round of bombs coming as well. Critical error comes, will he get the stun onto the Riley? Nope. But I think damage is already done. Jin Yao, yep, there's no way this Abilio survives. It's just gonna take the bomb damage. Yeah, didn't get the cleanse on the bomb as well. GG. First round, definitely looking really good on Ryan's side. 4v1, Riley can't do anything, and Ryan takes this 1-0. Of course, this is a best of 5, and yeah, I think this will actually go down to the wire. Possibly 2-2 into the last match. Because we do know Jin Yao, he's a really smart player. He should be able to come back and figure out what he actually plans to do in terms of his draft. So these were the last rounds pre-ban, the Sierra and Oliver. Now we are seeing the Gianna and the Nana ban out as well. I think it's gonna be a contest for the Oliver first pick, because the unit is pretty decent right now with the buff that he had previously. So Jin Yao just going for the Sierra first, taking one of the speed leads. And we are already seeing an Antares very early on Ryan's side. Because I guess he's expecting an Oliver pickup. So Antares is a very good counter towards this kind of units, where he doesn't really care the opponent going so many turns. He just needs to pray that the Antares gets the passive proc, able to cut in between, placing Despair stuns if it's on Despair with the AoE attack. So pretty good stuff. Jin Yao kinda see what Ryan is going for and choosing the Molong and Wusa, so double water units. Taking the Diana as well on Ryan's side, so Diana, Antares, pretty good on one team. He just doesn't want Jin Yao to have the Diana, but yet again, you wouldn't really pick Diana into an Antares unless it's gonna be pre-banned, like banned off later on. So Jin Yao, Coco. Okay, I'm liking this very aggressive draft from Jin Yao. We're seeing a Kali pick up as well. So Kali got very good damage output. Of course, everybody knows Tectonic Shift, ignores damage. And with the third skill placing attack buff, speed buff as well, this SEAEN will cause trouble. With this SEAEN pickup, it means that he's gonna just ban off the Wusa, honestly. And I guess it's gonna be a forced ban as well. Because there's not really any strippers on Ryan's side. If he's bringing a SEAEN, he needs to ban out the Wusa. There's no other way around that. If not, the 3 turns will just make the SEAEN like a sitting duck, not able to do anything. Unless Diana gets like a single target strip here and there. Actually going for the ban onto the Kali. And Jin Yao is actually baited by banning off that SEAEN as well. Wow. It's actually a really strong last pick from Ryan, forcing the ban onto that unit. And now, no attack buff, speed buff on Jin Yao's side because Kali is already removed. Of course, Leo in play as well, so speed doesn't really matter. And Wusa most likely would just go for this Wish of Immortality here. No way around that. And will Molong actually Reckless Assault? I think he's gonna hold on to it. Yep, there we go. Because he needs to synergize his Molong together with the Coco. Yeah, Coco needs either an additional proc for the third skill to actually happen. So landing the bomb onto the Diana already, very good. Probably just gonna go for the normal attack. However, his Sierra isn't max crit. Pretty interesting. So now Coco going for the Chaos Magic Circle, getting the additional turn as well. Is he able to kill off anything? I guess he's thinking onto the Diana. Ooh, that's so much damage. And with the shield on Jin Yao's side, the Antares can't really do much damage as well. Yeah, I think no greedy play here, just going for the detonation. That should be the right play. Because sometimes you never know, Riley getting some procs, able to heal up the Diana and maybe sustaining that damage. So Antares didn't really do much there. And Molong is able to go for the armor break onto the Antares. No cleanse on the Riley just yet. Another round of Chaos Magic Circle. This time didn't get the additional turn. So he's just trying to fully work onto this Sierra. Sierra down to the last hit already. Will die to the dot. But he had no choice but to place the bomb onto the Leo. Will he go for the kill? Onto the Antares. One shot. Oh man. That was quite brutal from Jin Yao. We get to see the power of Coco, you know? You don't really see this unit too often in RTA. Because one thing, the downside of it is that you need an additional turn. If not, you have to wait like 2 turns for your skill to actually do damage. So Jin Yao bringing it back 1-1. I think the pre-bans will be pretty similar to the round one itself. And I guess we'll be looking at things like Sierra and Oliver again. Yeah, there we go. I think this too is the best pre-bans that both sides are able to manage. They do not really want the opponent to have the Oliver. Sierra, of course. Ryan banning out Sierra. That one is actually pretty interesting because I think his Gianna should be synergizing with that unit. So Jin Yao going for this Riley and Julian bringing out his big gun there. The LD Nat 5. Probably the only one that he has. And he always makes it work for some reason, which is really nice to see sometimes. And Ryan not changing anything from the first round, which actually won him the match. So he's just going for this Nana, Gianna, Wusa again. And Jin Yao, I think he kinda knows what's up. He wants to take at least one win unit here, which is the Atna. And changing the Nora last minute for the Juno. So 20 seconds left for Ryan. Going for this Verderhall. Oh, Verderhall is gonna be really strong here. Able to push the attack bar of the team by 40% every time he moves. It's a really good unit to have. And finishing off his draft with the Fire Bison, aka Karnal. What will Jin Yao actually do? Feels like he needs a water unit. Or maybe another fire? We'll see. Five seconds left and opting for the Annabelle. Alright, looking good. So with the Annabelle pickup, I think, yeah, most likely Juno or Wusa ban. But he's still going for the Nana. He's quite scared of that unit. And Juno is free to go for the strip later on. We do know that the Wusa moves first, which makes it a little bit complicated on Ryan's side, whether he actually wants to use the third skill. So Atna will be moving first as usual because Atna's base speed is super high. Look at the damage! Wow! Gianna already half-life without any armor break. So Julian always free to go for some big damage here. Potentially a stun as well from the second skill. Will he stun the Vert? Yeah, I think that's the right play. And Wusa. Will Wusa actually go for it? Because Juno will be able to strip soon. Nice additional proc after healing up. But once again, Annabelle moving first, which means that he can't really synergize the Juno and the Annabelle optimally. And Edna will be able to go for the AoE armor break if he chooses to, just opting for the normal attack onto the Gianna. Fire Bison getting an additional turn. Needs to go for the heal, big damage onto the Edna. But the problem here is that, is he able to kill off anything before the Julian kills the Vert? So Gianna will be able to go for the bomb again. Nice bomb landed onto the Julian. Gianna down to the last hit already. Just choosing to finish off that unit first. Fire Bison landing the provoke onto the Annabelle and the 2-turn sleep. That's actually really crucial. What Ryan needed. But the stun onto the Vert as well. This Julian getting the additional turn. Huge damage onto the Wusa. Down to the last hit. I'm not sure whether this Fire Bison can win this team. Because Annabelle will be able to heal up soon. Didn't get the 2-turn sleep. He needed it really badly. And Juno. Yeah, I think Juno can kill off 2 units here with the second skill if he chooses to do it. Or will he just go for the normal attack, gaining the attack bar? Yep, calculated to perfection. And Fire Bison doing so much damage though. Julian is down. Wusa able to kill off the Juno as well. Oh, this is gonna be really close. But with the Wish of Immortality, I felt like he needed to kill the Wusa first. That might have been a misplay on Jinyao's side earlier because Wusa was down to the last hit. And now Annabelle can't really do anything because of all the shield and also the immunity on Ryan's side. Yeah, Annabelle goes down. Ryan taking this 2-1. Like I said again, I think he needed to just go for the predicted future because Wusa will die. And potentially maybe getting a stun onto the Kanal or even the Verdahal would have been nice. But yet again, Verdahal might have actually went down to the predicted future as well because it was so low on health. But never mind. We'll see whether Jinyao can come back from this. This is potentially game match. Ryan leading this 2-1. So this time the pre-bans will be the same as the second round. We're seeing the Nana and Gianna. Okay, Ryan finally bringing out the Oliver. So both sides have the speed lead. Of course, Oliver is superior, 33%, really strong. And Jinyao still opting for this kind of second turn pivot lineups with this Juno. Because we do know his Juno isn't really that fast, but it hits super hard. Like, at one point it did like almost 2k per hit just on the normal attack. Just raw damage from the artifacts, the additional damage. And Ryan going for this Molong, Karnal, Wusa, the Holy Trinity basically for the past few seasons in RTA. Really strong together because they're also tanky. And what will Jinyao actually do? He's going quite passive with the second phase with the Juno and Riley. But now he opts for this Barbara. Barbara and Ophelia. Huh, we don't really see Ophelia yet again in RTA. Bringing out a lot of interesting teams. Earlier we saw him playing Coco, now Ophelia. Barbara, of course, really good first turn unit to have because of the attack bar push up, from the third skill, gaining the strip as well. Potentially a violent proc for the second turn nuke, the second skill. And this Dyna is gonna cause havoc on Jin Yao's side. But yet again, there's Oliver in play. Riley isn't really that good against the Oliver because Riley doesn't really provide much immunity, so that's why I think the force ban is onto the Oliver. And Ryan's team actually synergized really well with all this HP, the HP leader 44%. Dyna is gonna be pretty tanky as well. Yeah, we'll see. This is gonna be a really close match. I kinda lean more towards Ryan's draft because on Jin Yao's side, honestly, the only damage dealer is that Barbara. If Barbara goes down, this game is pretty much over. Done and dusted. So Ophelia is just gonna place the Cry of Threat. Doesn't really provide much apart from that 3 turns threat state. But yeah, we'll see whether Ryan is able to strip it with the Molong later on. So I think Wusa, no brainer. Probably just go for the Mountain's Power. Yeah. Reduce 1 of the threat state on the Ophelia. There's no point healing up with the Riley, but he's just gonna go for it for the attack buff. And do we see some Despair stuns? Or more like the S2 stun, because I think Molong should be on Violent. So getting the stun onto the Barbara already, which is actually really important because Barbara is the main damage dealer on this side. But Dyna isn't really able to go for the transformation because of that threat state. So pretty good. Juno, look at the damage from Juno, 2.7k per hit. But thankfully Ryan is quite tanky with his units as well. So Wusa just going for the normal attack. Didn't get the sleep, which he probably needed. And with the invincibility buff onto the Barbara, the Dyna needs to go for the strip. Reckless Assault. Huge damage. Can he kill off the Ophelia? I think he can. He's going for it. So I guess the transformation should be onto the... Oh, that was actually a very greedy play. I was actually thinking he would have done the second skill, the Inevitable Wound, onto the Barbara. And then transforming back and trying to get a lucky crit onto the Ophelia. But nevertheless, 3v4, but Molong really low on health. The Dyna needs to change back to the pony form. He's taking so much damage. Nice additional turn though from Ryan. Able to heal up the team. He needed that proc because Wusa is the only sustain on his lineup. Didn't get the stun, but Barbara is so low on health. Riley needs a proc. Didn't get it. Getting the provoke onto the Brava. That's huge. So, Brava will be dismounted. Well, this is gonna go down to the wire again, I guess. Yeah, Valiant Boar Soul to heal up the team, this time getting the additional turn, so able to place the immunity. Kanal, yeah, Kanal can't do anything here. And big damage will follow up from this Barbara. Able to kill off the Molong already. And Dyna will be moving soon. I guess he's just gonna go for it. Killing off the Barbara here. Pretty decent damage. But how is he gonna kill off the Riley and Juno? That might be the main problem. He needs to wait maybe around like 50%. Because Riley, Juno, their sustain is gonna be pretty good against Ryan's lineup. Because whenever Wusang wants to go for the shield, Juno is just gonna strip it. Yeah, needs to go for the Mountain's Power. Getting this additional turn, very important on Ryan's side. Getting the 2-turn sleep, but no point. He's just gonna go for the big damage onto the Juno. But look at the heal. It's able to sustain the Juno enough. getting this additional turn as well. Juno able to heal up a little bit. And it's back to full life. So we are back to square one once again. Just trying to do as much damage onto the Juno. Getting another additional turn. So low on health. And Juno will go down. 2v1 against a Riley. I don't think Riley cuts it, because there's no more damage output on Jin Yao's side. Yeah, I think Ryan has this one 3-1. Wow, congratulations to Ryan. He will be moving on to the finals of the Magnificent 4 Cup Season 20 for the World Arena. And I think in terms of drafting, Ryan played it a little bit more with all his usual stuff, I'd say. The ones that works every single time. Things like the Molong, Wusa, all this really good combinations since back then. But we did see Jin Yao bring out pretty interesting units, I'd say. Things like Coco, even Ophelia, but I still feel like the Ophelia lineup, as I mentioned before, it didn't have enough damage. So it was just like a single Barbara. If Barbara goes down, Juno isn't really that good in dealing damage unless the game progresses long enough for the attack to do decently. And yeah, we saw Ryan playing it really well. No doubt, I think he kind of made a little bit of a misplay maybe at one point, where I think if he aimed the Juno at the end there was one point he wanted to try to provoke the Riley, but didn't get it. But if he actually went for the Juno could have went down earlier, like one turn earlier, but doesn't matter, he still got that win. And now we'll be able to see two of the coconuts, alright? Coconut being one of them YS, and the other one Jiamin. I think both of them have the Tianlangs. So I think it might be a contest of the Tianlang first pick. We'll see, maybe a pre-ban at the start as well. Who knows? Okay, so Coconut. On the left side, Coconut, it's Jiamin. The one with the weird O's are YS, alright? So it's gonna be Antares and Oliver bans. Antares ban from Jiamin. It means that she actually wanted to go for the Oliver first pick, but kinda backfired. So just choosing one of her LD casually, the Lima. And I think, yeah, YS is a no-brainer. He's just gonna bring out his Tianlang and following it up with a Song Zhang Lao, the Dark Monkey King. We're seeing a F2P unit, Riley there. But that's what she always likes to bring in. Synergizes really well with her Bruiser lineup. And of course, taking out the Ragdoll already. So there's a few things that Jiamin can do here. I think she's gonna go with a Akroma Kinky. I think Akroma will be really nice here against things like Poseidon, Chompong. Don't really care about the Ataba pushback, but we'll see. 10 seconds left for the last pick. Kinky and Leo. Alright, finishing her draft like that. And YS, his last pick needs to be really good. Going for a support Wusa. I'm not sure whether YS can sustain against this lineup from Jiamin though. Yeah, I think going for this Jogan would be better, providing attack buff, more damage to kind of burst down the lineup that Jiamin has, because she's just relying on resistance and also sustaining probably the first 2 turns. And if she survives the first 2 turns, it's not gonna look good on YS side. Because he doesn't have any heals, alright? And Tianlang, Lima will be banned out for this fight. %50 defense leader from Leo, and accuracy for everybody 41% on YS side. So it's only a 15% chance to resist. I'm pretty sure YS units are all 100% accuracy at this point. So just going for the scroll tap, getting it onto the Leo, so Leo is removed from the field. Pretty big damage. Yeah, serious matter to push back everybody. And Song Zhang Lao, Summon Clouds, getting the stuns and armor break onto almost everybody. Big damage though. Ragdoll is already down to the last hit, and it actually goes down. So Chumpong placing some glancing, making sure that the Kinky doesn't hit too hard. Riley is really close to death. Didn't get the silence onto the Riley though, getting that additional turn, which is actually huge. So the problem here now is that YS already used up all of his skills, getting countered by the Despairs as well. Oh my god, there's so many armor breaks on YS side. And Leo is able to kill off the Chumpong one shot actually. That was so much damage. Another additional turn from the Riley. Oh, I think this game is over. Yeah, like I said, if he doesn't kill off like 2 units at least on the first 2 turns, it's gonna be so hard to come back. Because Kinky do Kinky stuff. No other way around that. Yeah, he's back to full life. Yeah, GG. First round goes to Jiamin, aka the coconut on the left. Yeah, it might get a little bit confusing. So first pick now will be on YS side. He needs to pre-ban this really well. What you can see earlier is that I'd say Riley was the MVP in that fight. That one proc changed the whole match, because if Riley didn't proc, I honestly think she would have gone down on the next turn. And yeah, Kinky won't be able to sustain himself that much. So we're seeing the Song Zhang Lao and Lima ban this time. I already feel the Oliver is gonna be picked up here. First pick, no doubt. Yeah, there we go. And on Jiamin's side, just going for the Tianlang and Riley again. Oh, Tsarion. Yeah, Tsarion always very strong against Tianlang to remove his passive from the battlefield. And Wusa also providing the support as usual. So will we see a Ragdoll pickup? We do know once Jiamin goes for the Riley, she will probably follow up with things like Ragdoll, maybe her Beast Riders as well. Is there enough time? Okay, choosing the Juno together with the Ragdoll. So both sides kinda opting for this kind of bruiser lineup. Chumpong once again. And a Tumors. Okay, double Ifrits that we don't see often in RTA again. So I want to see whether this synergy is good. Oh man, we didn't get to see Tumors removed at the last minute for last second for the Nana. Yeah, honestly, I don't think Tumors works. And Antares to finish off Jiamin's draft. So Tsarion and Riley will be banned out. So I'd say on terms of sustainability, YS seems to have the better lineup. But yet again, I'm not sure whether he can kill off the Antares fast enough. Because double water, double wind. Going for the strip, landing the armor break only onto the Juno, which she'll be able to cleanse once she moves. So pretty good damage onto the Juno already. Look at that. However, Despair stun onto the Oliver. Nana just going for the AoE armor break, getting the stun onto the Ragdoll. Antares with that glancing won't really do too much. Able to push back the Juno. He needs to kill off this unit. Last hit. Two stacks now onto the Nana. I think this one is in the bag for YS. Look at that. I do know that his Oliver runes is really strong. I saw it the other day. And Oliver will be able to reset something. Impulse gun onto the Antares. Yeah, now I don't think Jiamin can come back from this. There's kind of no way. 3 stacks on the Nana already. Yeah, this was a fast one. YS taking it back 1-1. And actually drafting really well in this round itself. Will we see a match, a series all the way to 5 rounds? This has the potential. So these were the last rounds pre-ban, the Lima and the Songzang Lao. Yeah, I think no brainer. Oliver once again every time. Jiamin gets the first pick. And Chungpong ban out this time because we did see the Chungpong doing really well. Providing the armor break onto the Juno and a pretty decent crit from the Oliver on that unit after that to follow up. So pretty standard stuff once again. Lima, Ragdoll, on the other hand, Riley. Yeah, YS don't really want to deal with the Riley on Jiamin's side, so he's just taking that unit first and following it up with a Songzang Lao. It seems like he's enjoying his Dark Monkey. I remember he didn't really like to play that unit before, but he's drafting it almost every single turn, like every round when it's available. So Kinky, what will be the last 2 picks on Jiamin's side? Bulwark, pretty decent. Yeah, with Bulwark in play means that she's just gonna let the Riley through and a Teo to follow up. Oh, this is the second time we're seeing Teo. Very nice. Tasarion and Teomas kind of work here as well. But I still feel Jiamin will ban out the Tasarion. Yeah, there we go. And Lima will be banned out as well from YS. He needs a pretty decent crit onto this Douglas. Because the longer Douglas stays in the battlefield, it's gonna be doing so much damage. The monkey so fast though, faster than his Tianlang. So he got no choice but to use the second skill first. Already getting the counter from the Douglas. I don't think he really wanted to touch that unit already. Oh, still going for it. Oh my god. Oh, YS is taking heavy damage without even Jiamin moving. Look at that. I'm not sure whether the monkey can sustain. 4 stacks already. Going for the triple crush. 1 shot on the Douglas. He has a pretty good chance now. Has to go for the second skill. Oh, going for the attack, the armor break onto the Ragdoll, which might have been the better play actually. So his Teomas will be moving, and we see whether this Teomas can one-shot. I have no idea whether he actually wants to risk it. I think for the safer route, just going for the Kinky. Yeah, there we go. Ragdoll getting this additional turn into the Torrent. The Song Zhang Lao really low on health. Getting double stuns. Does Riley have any heals? Just the normal attack, which is good enough. And Kinky goes down. Armor break landed onto the ragdoll as well. Once Tiomas moves, I think ragdoll most likely will be dead because there will be attack buff for this Tiomas. And I don't think you can actually sustain that damage. She didn't. YS didn't really want the additional turn though. Boom. Yep, there we go. Simple fight. YS taking it 2-1 this time. So he's leading the series. Pretty good draft, honestly. Like every time armor break into the one hit KO kind of style. But yeah, we get to see that Douglas isn't really that strong against this kind of lineup because with the Tioma's second skill, we saw it just went down one shot from full life. So this round's pre-ban Oliver, Lima, and YS will start off with the Riley. Yeah, I think Riley, he just doesn't want Jamin to have it. And just going for the same units. The Dark Monkey, Thessarion, but still weighing on his options. Not in a rush to lock the Thessarion in just yet. Because Jamin already took the Tianlang away. More aggressive lineup, which I like. The Cheongpong providing strip. And he's just gonna follow up with this Poseidon Jogan once again. Yeah, this team is actually pretty decent. Oh, pivoting into second turn as well. Do not want to take any risk. So double supports 3 damage dealers. But finally locking in the Teor. Huh. Okay, with that being said, I think Savannah is a force ban. But yet again, there's Nana in the field. So this is gonna be a pretty tough match for YS lineup to actually handle. But yeah, like I said, Savannah is a force ban and Cheongpong will be banned out as well. Alright, here we go. The 4th match of this series. Song Zhang Lao moving first. Really fast. Landing the strip into the armor break. And getting this additional turn as well to get the stun onto the ragdoll. Now he just needs to land the Oblivion onto the Nana. I think that should be the right play. Yeah, he needs to go for the crush. Oh, that was so good. The slow debuff, really strong. However, Nana resisted the Oblivion. That's not what he wanted. So he has no choice but to kill off the ragdoll. Quad stun from this Tianlang. Oh my god. Kinky getting another round of stuns. Yeah, this went 100-0 real quick. The Tianlang stun too strong. Ragdoll getting this additional turn to remove the tail out of the picture as well. And now 2 stacks on this Nana. It's still not really over yet, but honestly, if Thessarion landed the Oblivion earlier, then I think YS was ahead in this fight. But now it doesn't really seem that good. Because if Thessarion goes down right now, game is over. There's no heals yet. And Thessarion is armor broken. He's gonna take so much damage. I think this second skill kills it. Yep, there we go. This will go to a game 5. Jamin taking it back 2-2. So it's back and forth matches. Really nice to see. it all boils down to this one. Here we go. The final match of the semi-finals between both coconuts. And these were the last rounds pre-ban. The Oliver and Lima. So Jamin will be free to actually pick up her Lima later. And Chungpong Oliver once again. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. What will the first pick be? Riley? Yeah, I think at this point, both of the players seems really comfortable with this second turn kind of comp. More sustainability-ish. Not going full on YOLO with the CC cleave. Mixing it up a little bit. And YS still going for his double LD nat 5s. So I think Lima Ragdoll again. Yeah, no brainer. Nothing will change. And YS needs to go for this Tassarian. But earlier Tassarian kinda let him down. But this time he's just still going for it. We haven't seen Jamin use things like Yeonhong, Seimei. Yeah, she has a lot of kit. Okay, there we go. The Seimei is picked up. Will she actually lock this unit in? That's the question. Because Seimei's passive is actually quite good. And do we see a Yeonhong last pick? Potentially? No Yeonhong, so it's gonna be a Juno. But the sustain on Jamin's side is gonna be quite good, you know. There's Lima, Riley, and Seimei to deal with. And YS is just gonna go for this Tilmas. Double Ifrits once again. He's playing all these F2P units. Very nice to see sometimes. And actually wins the game, you know. Like earlier when he used the Tilmars. So he's banking on his Tilmas to one-shot something again. And this time Tassarian will be banned out along with the Lima. Defense lead all round for Jamin's side. And once again the accuracy for YS. Who will take this one? This will be the final match between both of the coconuts. And the winner will be progressing on to the finals against Ryan. So all to play for that Laura figurine and also the Magnificent 4 Cup trophy. Yeah, there will be a physical trophy for the winner. So Juno just opting for the normal attack onto the Songzang now. Nothing will really die, honestly. I think within the first 3-4 turns. The sustainability on both sides is quite good. So just going... Oh my god, this Tilmas... Tilmas might go down. There's so much damage. Triple crush onto the Juno. Getting the additional turn. He really needed that. And Ragdoll armor broken this time. So with Seimei in the field, right? All the beneficial like armor break and stuff is just gonna be one turn on the side. Which is a really strong unit to have. And also if your team has any harmful effect, it's gonna heal up the team for... It's gonna heal up for 10%. Tilmas and their buff already procced. I'm not sure YS whether he got the damage output to deal with this lineup. He needs to go for the Ragdoll. But Tilmas will go down. If he goes for the stun and Ragdoll don't get stunned up, yeah, he's not taking the risk because it might be in torrent range. So he just doesn't really want to do it just yet. But now I'm really favoring Jamin's lineup because Jamin still has the Riley to heal up the team non-stop. However, on the other hand, YS only has the Wusa every 3 turns or so. placing immunity. Not sure whether it's enough to actually sustain the team. So SEAEN getting stunned up. I think Monkey probably just gonna hold on to the Summon Clouds, but he's just gonna go for it. Getting the additional turn, which he actually needed. Wow, Ragdoll goes down. And now it's just SEAEN and Riley. Kinda like double support. No revive yet. But do not count it over just yet, because SEAEN can revive the Ragdoll, potentially going for the Torrent after that. And it's just a 1-turn armor break. One more turn for the second skill. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Needs to get some stuns. Yeah, Summon Cloud. Can you get a stun? Gets it onto the SEAEN. But Riley will be able to heal up. This match isn't over yet. Additional turn, able to potentially cleanse the SEAEN. Not going for it. Now we'll see whether SEAEN actually goes for the revive. Torrent? Oh, not enough damage. And Jamin can only do that every single time when the SEAEN has the skill up. So Riley goes down. I think this match is over. YS progressing forward to the finals. So congratulations to YS. He'll be up against Ryan from Boss, which is the coconut without the H. And we'll see. It's gonna be another best of 5. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy this finals, alright? I think we got to see the potential of Teomar's. Yeah, another unit that we don't really see too often in RTA. And yeah, the both times that he picked Teomar's in actually won him the game. But yet again, I think it was a little bit slight RNG where the monkey got the additional turn to land the armor break into the kill, right? With the second skill, the Dark Monkey one. And once Ragdoll went down, there's just no more damage output on Jamin's side. And eventually could see it through pretty easily after that. Because SEAEN, even though you revive the Ragdoll, it's just one Torrent nuke every like 4 turns or so. And it's just not enough. By then, the Wusa will heal up the team already. And it's just gonna go downhill from there. So yeah, congratulations to both of the players that will be moving forward to the finals. Once again, the winner will be receiving a Magnificent 4 Cup Champion Trophy, which has their name engraved, a lore figurine, and 500 crystals. The runner-up will get 300 crystals. So for the other participants like Jinyao and also Jiamin, they will get 100 crystals each. Once again, if you missed out on the trivia earlier, please make sure to fill in your details in the pinned comment section, where you'll be able to receive 100,000 mana stones, 100 energies, including 1 mystical scroll if you get the answer right. Alright, so once again, Ryan progressing forward, winning Jinyao 3-1. That one was actually quite surprising. I honestly thought that Jinyao could have put up a pretty good fight, but we did see him play a lot of unorthodox units, things like Ophelia, Coco. Coco actually winning him one of the matches, and yeah, Ophelia, that last match didn't really do too much. So yeah, waiting for both of the players to start. Once again, if you haven't already, please make sure to fill in the details for the trivia, the small trivia that we had earlier. And no matter you win or lose, you'll be getting stuff in game, alright? It's gonna be 100 crystal, 100 energy, 100,000 mana stones, and one mystical scroll if you get it correctly. If you get it wrong, then it's just 100 energy and 100,000 mana stones, alright? And here we go. Without further ado, we are down to the final match. Another best of 5 between both of another round of coconuts. So YS is on the left and Ryan on the right. These are the pre-bans. the Tianlang and Gianna. I think no brainer. Oliver first pick coming out from Ryan. Yeah, Oliver is gonna be a really strong unit to have. But do we see a Riley picked up early on for YS? Because we do know that he seems pretty comfortable with that unit. Yeah, Riley and Karnal. Potentially a Wusa Molong kind of lineup. Just weighing his options. Still got 10 seconds left, no rush. And what will it be? And make sure to stay tuned all the way to the end of the stream, guys, as there will be a coupon code later on as well for you all. So YS will be going for this Chung Pong and Song Zhang Lao. I think he's really happy playing this kind of lineup. His monkey doing so much work. Pretty strong unit to have. And I don't think Heigang really works here. So yeah, just thinking it through. What will Ryan do? Juno and Verderhal to finalize his draft. "15 seconds left for YS. His last pick needs to be a really good one. Antares will be nice. But just opting for the Jogan for more damage. Okay. Kinda liking this one. Where Jogan can just seal up the Verderhal or potentially the Wusa. Either one. Banning off the Vert. Alright. So Jogan will be banned out as well. From the looks of things, even though with the 33% speed leader, I'm not sure whether this Juno is synergized with his lineup. Because I think the Juno most likely will be moving after the Oliver. Yeah, there we go. It's not synergized, so he doesn't have the liberty to go for the strip into the follow-up. He needs to wait one more turn. And we'll start getting this additional turn. And Sierra can't really do anything. Yeah, that's the reason why if you're running like a stripper, you might need that unit to go first on the team. So Chompong getting the additional turn. Getting the strip into the pushback. Summon Clouds, this isn't looking good for Ryan. Kana is woken up as well. Doing so much damage. SWAT Rain, Juno will die. Wusa, no more skills left. And the Sierra and Oliver is like kinda dead. Yeah. So Ryan conceding that one really quick. Yeah, like I said, I think his Juno wasn't the best pick because it's not synergized with his lineup. He needed a stripper that moves first in the team for him to try to do something. Because yeah, you know, everybody will have will, those kind of stuff. And if you do not have any strippers, yeah, you're just wasting one turn right off the bat. And you can't really do anything about it. So this time, Gianna will be in play. Yeah, Ryan needed his Gianna earlier in that fight. So this time, we are seeing the Verderhal and Song Zhang Lao ban out. First pick will go to YS. And will we see an Oliver? Yep, there we go. So I think for this second match, Ryan knows what's up. Because I think YS will probably go very heavily with this Poseidon kind of comp. Poseidon Xiongpong or something. Do we see him bring out those units? Jogan Poseidon. Yeah, he's just gonna go full on damage. Really fast team. Gianna and Sierra to follow up on Ryan's side. And a Chiwu Chungpong. I think he can even go Savannah here. Yeah, I think Savannah will be the better unit to have. And yeah, he's just opting for it. Very, very nice job from YS. So double speed leads, double strippers. 3 pretty decent damage dealers as well. So Heigang to counter the Chiwu or the Jogan. It's a battle of speed right now. Is YS confident with his first turn? If he is, then he'll just ban out the Heigang. I think no doubt about that. But yeah, I guess he's not really that confident with his Jogan speed. So we'll see. 33% speed leader against the 24%. Whether the Heigang will cut in between, that's another question to see. Right, so this will be the second match between both of the coconuts, one without the H, which is Ryan, and on the other hand, YS. So getting the strips, Heigang cuts in between. No Despair stun, and Kana will be able to follow up with the ultimate Psycho Crusher. Oh, this isn't looking good. Savannah is already dismounted. Sierra getting this additional turn. Maelstrom to follow up. Didn't get the pushback onto the Riley. So Riley will be able to probably cleanse, just choosing the immunity first, which is the better play. If not, it would be resetted by the Oliver. So he needs to try to kill off the Sierra. But it's gonna be really hard because Riley will be moving. He needs to kill off the Sierra right here and now. If not, Riley will heal up the team. Okay, Sierra goes down. But it's still not over yet on Ryan's side. Because his Karnal is gonna do a lot of work against this lineup. And with all this immunity provided by Riley, it's quite tough for YS to actually land his skills. It's just like raw damage at this point. So Savannah still pretty healthy, trying to remove the Heigang out of the picture. Resistance from the Karnal. Jogan. However, additional turn to reset the Karnal from that Oliver. That was huge. So Riley will be able to heal up the team again. Yeah, yes, no choice. So Heigang back to safe zone. But it might actually die towards the Savannah though. Last hit. Now question here is if Poseidon goes down. I think this one is in the bag for Ryan. Riley getting that very important proc. Heigang able to sustain again. But going down here. Can he kill off this Poseidon in time? He does! Now, does Savannah get a lucky crit onto this Karnal? Nope. It's still not over yet. Ah, okay, GG. 1-1. Ryan bringing this back. Very nice draft. So YS just didn't have enough firepower for him to handle with Ryan's team. The Riley doing so much work in that fight. Healing the team every single time it moves. Just couldn't bring down the Heigang in time. So last round's pre-ban were the Verdahall and Dark Monkey King. 1-1. This will be our third match of the best of 5 finals between YS and Ryan. YS being the one on the left and the latter on the right. So Gianna and Riley will be banned out this time. I think no brainer. First pick Oliver again. Oh, switching things up a little bit. So we're seeing Karnal. And don't mind if I do, since Oliver isn't picked up first. He's just gonna go for it on Ya's side. So Ryan, will he contest speed here with the Sierra? Sierra and Musa pretty decent. I think YS is still free to just go for this Jogan Chiwu kind of lineup again. That's what I honestly think, because with the 3 units that Ryan brought out, doesn't really provide first turn potential. Oh, a friend though. Is that a tech friend? We're finally seeing Ryan picking up his Wunsa. Potentially Wunsa and a Heigang. But he might need more damage, so he's just thinking it twice. Just gonna use up all the time that he has. Wusa and Vertihall. Okay. Tiana to finish off the draft by removing the Tiana for a Tianlang. Well, this is gonna be very interesting. So Wunsa and Tianlang, both of the LD Net 5 span out. However, Song Zhang Lao is still in play. So with the 33% speed leader, I think the Cheongpong is gonna go for the strip and Oliver will be able to follow up. Unless Vertihall gets the counter. Gets it! Oh, that's huge because now YS doesn't have any more stripper. It's just a single target from the Dark Monkey King later on. Bomb landed onto the Cheongpong as well. It's not looking good on YS side. Okay, gets this additional turn. He needs to work on to the Sierra Impulse Gun. Look at the damage, man. 14k. So good. And I think this actually kills. Yeah, almost 20k nuke onto the Sierra. However, Cheongpong is dead. So 3v3. It's still kind of favoring Ryan's lineup because he has the Vert to give the 40% attack bar push up every single time the Vertihall moves. So will he just go for the Karnal right now? Actually went for the Vert. Because the damage output on YS side isn't really that good right now because of the wind units that he has. Yeah, when you're running things like Cheongpong, Oliver, they're not really that strong against things like Karnal and Vert. They're just gonna turn cycle so much and you can't even sustain the lineup. Yeah, Friend doesn't have any heals. And Oliver goes down. Yep, this one is in the bag for Ryan. He's leading this series 2-1, a potential match winning in the next round. Will he get a 3-1 again? We'll see. Potentially the final match right here if Ryan wins. Winner once again will be receiving that Magnificent 4 Cup Champion Trophy with their name engraved, a Laura figurine, and also 500 crystals. However, the runner-up will get 300 crystals. So let's see. These were the last rounds pre-ban, Gianna and Riley. And this time, YS don't really want to deal with the Heigang. Which means that I think he's gonna go with the same lineup, the Chiwu Jogan kind of style. Yeah, because he has this Oliver for the first pick. And what will Ryan do? Okay. It's gonna be the Wunsa and Kanal. Wunsa first turn potential really strong because of the base speed so high. He just needs to complement it with maybe a speed leader. And Gianna is up for grabs as well. So potentially something like a Sierra Gianna. Chiwu Chongpong for YS. This might be a quick match because both sides I think isn't gonna let go the first turn. Verdahal and Gianna. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting. Whoever gets first turn, and if the Verdahal don't get the counter, I think the match is done and dusted there. So we're seeing a Poseidon and a Tianlang to follow up on YS draft. And do we see a speed leader on Ryan's side? So removing one of the units for Nana kinda pivoted a little bit, but yet again YS units are all really fast, like in terms of his Chiwu and also Chongpong. So once again he's still got double strippers, triple strippers actually, with 2 speed leads. So it's gonna be quite tough to deal with. And a Wusa to finish off Ryan's draft. Honestly, it might be a Wunsa ban. I have no idea. I think Wunsa is quite scary, but yet again, there's Gianna in the field. If Verdahal gets the pushback, things might get hairy. Ryan is really confident with his Wunsa. That's the reason why he didn't even opt for any speed lead. But yet again, I still think that's the force ban. So 44% HP leader from Kanal, and YS is going for this 33%. Now, the question here is whether the Verdahal gets the counter. If it does, no counter. Okay. So things is looking really good on YS's side. Getting this additional turn as well to play some armor breaks. But this Verdahal getting a lot of counter procs. But to no avail because this Mega Impulse Gun will get the pushback onto the Wusa. And also resetting this Kanal. Gianna no skills yet. With the glancing onto the Vert. Does he crit? Double glancing. Going for the North Star Wisdom onto the Wusa. Needs to push back this unit. Wusa really low on health, but still surviving by the skin of his teeth. However, everything was resetted earlier. The first life of Oliver will go down soon. Oh, double glancing again from the Vert. Glancing debuff. So strong. But it's still not over yet. One stack on the Nana. So this bomb, I think, will probably kill off the Oliver again. And he really needs to kill off the Gianna. I feel like it's doing so much damage. Another round of serious meta. And just going for the Mega Impulse Gun. Big damage onto the Gianna, but still alive. However, Nana... yeah, I think Nana has this one in the bag. Even though YS side now, if let's say the Oliver and Chongpong dies, Nana should be able to win 2v1 at the end of the day. And yeah, this is going all the way to a match 5. Back and forth gaming again. Really nice drafts from both sides. This will be the final match of the Magnificent 4 Cup Season 20 hosted by Comtours. And who will come out victorious? We'll see. It's down to the wire. And also we do have a coupon code after this match as well, so please stay tuned all the way till the end. Right? Just make sure to collect it as soon as possible because you'll be getting 100 energies, 100,000 mana stones, and 1 mystical scroll from it. However, there's a limit of 500 codes for redemption up till 11 PM tonight, so please make sure once the code is out, make sure to put it in game. So these were the last round's pre-bans, and both sides just taking their time on their final match. And it's gonna be a Gianna and Oliver ban out in this last round. What will be the first pick from Ryan? He loves his Karnal, so splitting the Karnal Wusa. YS going for the Wusa with his Dark Monkey King again. Yeah, his Dark Monkey King success rate in terms of wins seems pretty good, so he's just sticking to it. And Ryan is going greedy with this. He's going for the first turn. We're seeing a Sierra and Winsa. So do we see things like Tianlang? Josephine. Alright, Josephine pretty good in this context of play because of Karnal's AoE stun. Tianlang and Josephine to finish off the second phase of YS's draft. And Ryan is just gonna go full on speed YOLO with this Chompong and Triton. Do we see things like Leo to counter the speed? Maybe a Diana as well. Yeah, Diana not really good, but I think Leo or Antares. Yeah, there we go, Antares. Pretty decent. I think the ban here will most likely be on the Chompong, so no resets. And we'll see whether YS can actually sustain the first 2 rounds of damage output coming out from Ryan's side. So Inhale Magic goes for the strip. Didn't get it onto the Josephine. So Triton, I think Triton here will just go for the silence. Oh, Mega Tsunami, okay. Just going for it. Tianlang getting the counter armor break, ultimate cycle crusher. No stun on the Tianlang, so Tianlang will be able to be using the second skill later on, the Dragon Dance. Very important. Counter stun by the Josephine. Look at the damage. Triple stuns already on Ryan's side. Triton is taking a heavy beating, but this Sierra getting the additional turn. This monkey might be dead. Needs to get the stun onto the Sierra, and he gets it. The 2-turn sleep onto the Wusa. Oh, that's huge. Getting this additional turn and critting the Triton twice. Elemental disadvantage. He needs to provoke the Sierra right now. I think once Sierra goes down, this game might be over. Or just opting for the normal attack actually. The Despair stun from this Tianlang, providing super strong. Very good utility. Wusa getting this additional turn. Might be able to kill off the Sierra. Sierra goes down. And I think this match is over. Will Karnal be able to come back from this? I have no idea. I do not think so, you know. Yeah, Armor Break landed, and then Wish of Immortality to follow up. It might be in the bag for YS. Really close to winning this one. Karnal down to the last hit, getting counter kill, and there's no way a Wunsa wins from here. Because Wunsa doesn't really have good damage, apart from the third skill, Inhale Magic, if they got buffs. So no stunts. And he's just trying his best to break the Tianlang down. But the 2-turn sleep Yeah, GG. Congratulations to YS. There was a really close fight at the end. And YS will be taking this 3-2. And he is the winner for the Magnificent Cup for World Arena Season 20. Congratulations to YS. He will be receiving the Laura figurine, the champion trophy with his name engraved on it, and also 500 crystals. However, Ryan will not go away empty-handedly. He'll get 300 crystals. And for the other two participants, Jin Yao and Jiamin, both of them will be getting 100 crystals each. So before we wrap up the stream, I'll be releasing the code right here, right? Without further ado, please make sure to type this in to your in-game. Alright, it's congrats with a Z, C Legend, alright? Congrats, C Legend. Please make sure to pick this up because there's only a limit of 500 codes for redemption up till 11 PM tonight. And make sure to use this coupon as soon as possible, alright? So, just gonna leave this coupon code right here. And before I forget, earlier we had the minigame event, right? If you haven't already, please make sure to fill in the details and your correct answer in the form provided by the pinned comment section, and you'll be able to receive 100,000 mana stones, 100 energies, and 1 mystical scroll if you get it correctly. However, if you get it wrong, then it's the energy and manas without the MS. So good luck to everybody, and hopefully with that MS, you know, you never know, one MS can pull you like a nat 5. Been there, done that. Really surprising sometimes, but yeah, every scroll has a chance, so make sure to pick this up. Alright, so this concludes the end of the Magnificent 4 Cup Season 20 hosted by Comtours. Congratulations once again to YS. He's going back home with that Laura figurine and also the champion trophy with the 500 crystals, of course. And looking forward to seeing you guys all again in the next one. Alright, thank you for watching, stay safe, and have a pleasant week ahead. I'll catch you all soon. Bye.